Obviously, we left off last season. A lot of dark things had happened, and very personal for your character. I mean, he had an extremely personal loss. So I know we're jumping ahead a little bit. Jason said at Comic-Con, there'll be a bit of a time jump, but is he still very much in the middle of grieving when we pick up with the season?
Yeah, I think Jaspers, everything that has happened since they landed on the ground is sort of bottled up inside of him, and he hasn't really been able to release it in a healthy way. So this season, I think, for at least half of it, we're seeing him sort of bottle up all of these emotions and shove them down into a dark surface that it shouldn't be shoved into. He's a wreck.
And
he's a wrecking ball.
He's a wrecking ball, and it's interesting because when you look back at what you would have once described him as a comic relief character. So how are the other people, his friends, even reacting to him? Do they know how to react to him at this point?
Yeah, I think I think a lot of them don't know how to deal with him anymore because it is 3 months after the incident, but he still hasn't really recovered or come to terms with any of it. His best friends murdered his girlfriend and an entire civilization. So that really is, screwing him up on a daily basis. And I don't think, a lot of them don't know how to deal with Jasper, and they have tried. And I think that the wall is just up, and it's a big wall, and not many of them are willing to, look over it. And this is a weird analogy.
I went with it.
But I think. A lot of them have tried, but everyone's kind of at their last straw with him.
Mm-hmm. So, at the same time, this is sort of their biggest reintegration yet with the larger group. I mean, obviously, your character was one of some that were in Mount Weather the whole season. They weren't even there when all the people from the Ark came down.
Yeah.
So, how is it sort of trying to figure out what it's all going to be like with them all now once more together?
I mean, it's very interesting because this season I've got to work with people that I haven't worked with over the course of these 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So a lot of dynamics are changing, and new relationships are formed, good and bad. And I think, it's interesting. I think the group, the 100, have gone through so much together that, it is bittersweet when they get together. It's not completely chummy as much as it is. We've seen terrible things together, and I think we remind each other of these horrible memories. So it is a weird dynamic where, we've gone through so much and we are close, but we've also seen each other do horrendous things, and that's affecting us all in different ways. And the dynamic it's not like Ross and Rachel from Friends anymore, It's like, it's like if Ross killed Rachel's, brother or something.
Season 7, didn't that happen?
I forgot. Yeah.
You kind of referenced this, but suffice to say, it sounds like the days of Jasper and Monty BFFs are at least on pause.
Yeah, I mean it's upsetting because I have so much fun working with Chris Larkin when we are friends on screen as we are off screen, but there's a really fun it's fun in another way to see us sort of be so we're consciously in different worlds. I'm lost and he's very present, and he can see his best friend slowly deteriorating, and I just don't give about anything. Even if it means I'm going to lose all my friends. And I mean, I think Jasper feels he already has.
Can you talk a bit about the introduction this season of sort of, we've got the glimpse at the end of season 2 of Allie and the whole AI concept, but it's a very sort of different place for the show to go.
Yeah.
So what's that like, kind of bringing that into the 100?
It's nuts. I mean, the first season was very much about like colonizing, I feel, and a brave new world, and this weird dystopia where we're free but not really. And then we go into war and destruction, and this like sort of weird 1984 world in the Mount Weather, and then now season 3 is very AI heavy, a lot of artificial intelligence, and I think we're gonna figure out how we came to this place, why we even left Earth in the first place. So we're gonna learn even more of a backstory, and then also travel into a dimension that's that I'm still having trouble trying to understand, but I think it's going to come clearer as we get deeper and deeper into it. We have a lot of wild, I don't know, I can't even describe it. I've never acted in scenes like the ones we're doing this season, because it's different. It's very different. Yeah.